Hello, you bootylicious babes. So we are at week 10 of the Booty Bible. And I want to go over food. And I haven't given you a list of what to eat or a meal plan. And I'm not telling you how many calories you should eat, but I am asking you to pay attention to why you're eating, how you feel when you're eating, if you're choosing the best things, and just having a little look at the label so you can get an idea of how many calories you could be consuming. And I'm going to read through the book because I wrote it for you ladies, and I want to help you understand why the diets have never worked. And when we just follow a plan, when we just follow what we're told to do, we often don't know what to do next when life gets in the way, when we are under stress, when somebody's pissed us off, when we've got home on a Friday after a shit week and all we can think about is sitting down on the sofa, ordering a takeaway and drinking the wine. We've all been there, it happens. And I think a lot of women also get bogged down with a calorie number and sticking to that number every single day. And at some point, it's going to be impossible. You're going to spiral over the weekend, or you're going to obsess about not eating something because of what you're doing at the weekend, or because you celebrated and you had some cake. And from page 15 to page 18, it's just going through what I want you to do, what I need you to think about. And because you are doing the Booty Bible, the whole point is for your booty to grow. You are building muscle. So it is really important that you focus on getting some form of protein in your meal every single day. And on page 17, there is a list of like normal protein sources and serving sizes. So a chicken breast has on average between 30 and 34 grams of protein. Some, depending on how big it is, maybe less, maybe more. And it tells you how many calories are in it as well. So have a look at page 17 in the Booty Bible so you can get an idea of where you can get your protein from. And then use Google or AI to search for other sources, just so you know what you can grab on the go or have for your meals. I've also gone over how you can calculate your daily calorie intake, and I will always tell you it's got to be between a range. You're not just going to be hitting a set number every single day. It's not going to be 18 calories every single day for the rest of your life. We have to consider how you're feeling. If you're ill, if you're doing more exercise, if you've got a busy weekend where you're out and about walking loads and just constantly on the go, we need to understand how stressed you are and how you choose to fuel yourself after a stressful day. And there's a quick calculation in there. So it's taking your weight in kilograms and multiplying it by 22. That is a rough guide to help you understand what your BMR is. And that is your coma calories. What you would need to consume every single day to stay as you are right now if you were in a coma. Because your body still needs to function. It still needs to keep you alive. That takes energy. We get energy from calories. And if you're active, you need to work out your total daily energy expenditure. That's your TDEE. And there's a simple calculation there. And most people will be multiplying it by 1.3 because they only really move about when they do their exercise. They're not really physically active. You may get out for a walk, but there's a lot of things we need to take into account. So there's a little tip there about eating for fat loss and not to lower your calories by like 1,000. It's just let's adjust a small amount and see what results you get. We see how you feel. And to take photos because that's more important than what you weigh on the scales because the scales can fluctuate massively every single day throughout the day. So I want you to keep it simple. I want you to think about what's more important for you. And on page 18, that is why you eat when you're not hungry and trying to understand what's actually going on when you sit down for the first time and it's quiet and you eat the chocolate or you open the wine just to help your brain switch off because you've got a shit ton of work to do in the week. So what I've asked you all to do is think about why you're reaching for the food when you're not hungry. just to stop for 30 seconds and ask yourself what you're really feeling. Are you angry, sad, lonely? You're pissed off about something? Is there something you haven't said all day? Just say how you feel or write it down and just get it out, because we don't need to fix anything. We don't need to change those feelings. We just need to acknowledge, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I want to do right now. And then just be aware that the food or the wine is never going to fix those feelings or help you feel better. Those issues are still going to be there, but you're more aware of what you're choosing. Hopefully that's made sense to you, but if it hasn't, message me and we can go over it in more detail.